Today we will show you how to insert the MK8 Hotend into the Ordbot MK8 extruder. What we have here is MK8 Hotend and all the Ordbots supplied by 3D Printronics uh, goes with MK8 extruder and MK8 Hotends. So in case if you have to take out your Hotend due to any reason and you have to replace it with a new one, what you will get is like this. You will get an assembly like this. So you don't have to put a thermistor, or you don't have to worry about putting a heater here and tightening the nozzle. Everything is done by us. So what you will have to do is you will just have to insert this Hotend in this extruder so that the entire assembly is ready to print. So we'll show you how you have to do that. This is the complete extruder assembly of MK8. This is the MK8. This is the drive gear to the drive gear, and this is the U groove wheel. This is a specialized wheel which has a U groove here, so that it helps in making a proper and efficient grip on the filament, and hence there are no slippage issues with this extruder which we use. And now if you see here this hole, this is the hole in which we'll have to actually insert this hot end, and it is actually a threaded hole, and this heat break is also threaded. So you'll basically have to insert this hot end into this hole, right, so that it comes up from this top part here. It comes out of this top part. So what you have to do basically is, we'll have to insert this heat break into this threaded hole here, which you can see, and take it out from the top part of this threaded hole. So if I'll show you, it has to be just inserted since both are threaded. So you just have to rotate it and it will come out from this part, right? So now before doing that, I'll show you that this extruder carriage, this carriage has a hole here, right, this hole. So what you have to do is, you'll have to align the hole of this extruder assembly with this hole here, like this. So initially, what you have to do is just insert this hot end into this hole, okay, and initially you can just do it like this. You can just make sure that it is slightly inside the hole, and then you can put this entire assembly here and slightly rotate this hot end, right. So once it is inside the threaded hole, in this threaded hole, it will be in its place and it will not fall, right. And now what you can do is, you can just align the motor properly to the carriage and just rotate it. And now you can see that this heat break has come out from this top part here, right. You can see here. hold. Now you can see that this heat break has come out from this top part. Okay, so now what we have to do basically is we'll have to make sure that this heat break is as close as possible to these two things here. This now what we have to do is we'll have to make sure that this heat break is as close as possible between these two things here, right? Because what will happen is once you will insert the filament will come from this pneumatic in between these two gears, right? Between this U groove wheel and this drive gear here, right? So it goes like this, and when it goes inside this, these two things will expand, right? It will make a space for itself like this, right? So we'll have to make sure that by rotating this hot end, the heat break, the more it will be close to these two things, the chances of the filament, not getting inside the heat break directly will be reduced to a great extent. Okay, so if it is at a distance, say if it is not close enough, like if it is here, right, now you can see that the heat break has almost, it is just flushing this aluminum block. Now the chances of once you will insert the filament and it comes out of comes between these two gear and it comes out from here, the chances of the filament not getting straight away into this heat break will increase, right? And that causes lot of issues, and then you'll have to again open the fan and everything, to take out that broken piece of filament. So to reduce that thing, you'll have to make sure that this heat break is quite close to the gap between these two things. Okay, now while doing this, another thing which you'll have to take care of is the print fan which goes here. Now I'll show you. The print fan goes like this. Okay, so the print fan is here. Now what you will have to take care of is that this nozzle should be at a lower position or at a lower level, as compared to this fan duct. Now if you check the level of both these things with the help of a scale or anything which is straight, now you can see that this fan duct is at a slightly lower level as compared to the nozzle. Okay, so in this case, if you will tighten the hot end at that particular level, and once you will start printing, what will happen is that this fan duct will touch the bed instead of the hot end touching the bed, and this will lead to the breakage of the fan duct, or it can also lead to the damage of the print fan. So while making it sure that you have got a you have got this heat break quite close to these two things, you'll also have to make sure that this level is also okay, right? So both the things you will have to take care of, right? So there is a trade-off between both the things, right? So now you take it out. and just remove the nozzle in clockwise direction to reduce the level, to increase the level of this nozzle. Now you can again check by putting this fan. Now if you will again check it with the help of a scale, now you will see that this nozzle is at a lower level as compared to this fan. So now it is at a correct position. Okay, and if you see here also, you will see that that this heat break is also, you know, out from this. It is not flushing the aluminium part, and it is close enough, you know. So you can do now what you can do is you can tighten this hot. You can use a spanner